beautiful people. It's Wonderful Wednesday. I'm April Roll, your ER doctor online and a member of RoDocs. It's September and it's also National Food Safety Education Month. The goal is to teach people how to prevent foodborne illness or food poisoning. I know you know what food poisoning is. If you haven't had it, you know someone who has, and it is very miserable because it is a type of gastroenteritis, which means that there's inflammation in the lining of the intestines, and that causes abdominal pain, vomiting, and diarrhea. And is very important because food poisoning is an easily preventable cause of gastroenteritis. Okay, you want to prevent it because all that vomiting and diarrhea will lead to dehydration, which also can lead to kidney failure, which obviously you see how this kind of goes into a more severe downward spiral from simply just getting food poisoning. So, when you're thinking about preventing food poisoning, there are 4 things that you want to remember. You want to remember to clean, separate, cook, and chill. Okay? Clean, separate, cook, chill. What do I mean by that? When you're preparing foods, vegetables and fruits, you want to rinse them very well before eating them, or if you're going to cook them, rinse them very well before cooking your vegetables. The other thing, meat, when you're cleaning your meat, and please let me just stop and say, do not clean your food with bleach and or cleaning products. Okay, back to the scheduled programming. When you want to clean your meats, for instance, chicken, you want to rinse it well, and then you want to soak it in some type of mixture of either like water and lemon or water and vinegar, and then rinse it well. After you soak that, rinse it again in water prior to cooking it. Third thing is separate. When you're cooking, again, I'm going to go back to the chicken example. When you're cooking your chicken, and say for instance, you're cooking spinach with your chicken for a meal, you do not want to have or handle the chicken and then handle the spinach. Okay, you want to separate the two, and you want to wash your hands very well in between handling the chicken and handling the spinach. The next thing is, I said third, but actually this is the third. The third thing, after cleaning and separating your food, you want to cook your food. And the important part here is you want to cook your food to the appropriate temperature. Every type of meat has a temperature that you want to cook it to in order to kill all the bacteria. And obviously not just meat. When you're cooking vegetables and other things, there's an appropriate technique and temperature you have to use when you're cooking all of your foods. The last thing you definitely want to remember, because even if you do all 3 steps perfectly, you clean your food, you separate your food, you cook your foods perfectly, the last step of chilling your food is very important. I cannot tell you how many times people come to the ER and they have food poisoning, and the story is that they either had some potato salad that had been sitting out on the counter at Thanksgiving, or they were out at a cookout and a certain type of side or dish had been sitting out for a while. That is a party for bacteria. Okay, so like I said, you could have done everything perfectly, clean, separate, cook, and you leave that food out, you don't chill it, bacteria is going to have a party in there. And then when you eat that, or your family eats that, or whoever you share your food with eats that, food poisoning is on the way. Okay? So, again, clean, separate, cook, chill. Remember those 4 very important things when you are dealing with food in order to prevent food poisoning. It is very easy to prevent food poisoning. I hope that these tips have helped you. I hope you learned something during this video. I hope you have some fun as well during this video. If you have learned something or this video has been helpful, please share. If there's a topic that you want to hear about on my Wonderful Wednesdays, please leave that in the comment section below. If you'd like to schedule a telemedicine visit with me, please visit rodox.com/Dr. April Roll. That link will be in the description box so that you can click on it if you'd like to schedule a visit. Thank you for sharing this Wonderful Wednesday with me. Be blessed and stay healthy.